Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, the Jays are down 1-0 in its ALCS matchup with the Detroit Tigers. For Game 2, Jays will send Bowden Francis to the mound to go up against Casey Mize. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, we've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
Detroit Tigers!
Just about ready to go, and on the hill in this one, Casey Mize.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
The other way, and foul ball. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So here is Bryce Harper. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Foul ball there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
Santander.
That one finds the corner, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
Man at first, one away. Mize moved to first, and he's back in there. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
And that one is inside.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And he deals. Out towards right center field. It's going to fall for a hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
Couple of singles back-to-back. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Flips the corner, and the count 1-2. ground ball, and it goes just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. So 2 down now. And here is Gabriel Moreno.
Gabriel Moreno.
And the slider just misses.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And we're back. And getting the start, Bowden Francis. What do you look for here?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Back here in Detroit, and now here is Jacob Young. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Batting second. Second baseman.
So digging in,
Colt
Heat. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
And now it's even up. On the ground, could be 2. Here's Wynn for 1. How about that double play? Here's Riley Green.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Second game of the ALCS. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. That one down the line, and foul ball. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you really get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Line drive, 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here is Lawrence Butler. Fouls one off, 2-2. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Luke Raley. The 2-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Puts it away for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. Here is Yoan Moncada. And now 2 balls and a strike.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. Yelich on the move. And that is that. Back at Comerica
Leading
Park.
off for
New inning getting
Toronto,
started.
first baseman
Here's Harper
Bryce
now.
Harper.
Ball low.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now it's going to be Anthony Santander. Tosses to first, and one away in the top of the third. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Left fielder
You
Christian
have to find
Yelich.
a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. And there's a rocket into the outfield. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now here is David Fry. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That one the other way, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Fly ball down the line, and that is a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
And that one is lifted in the air. Green going after it. Makes the catch for the out. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he'll move up to third on the throwing error. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
The center
Just
fielder,
pulled off of it
Dalton
a little bit
Varsho.
right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Line drive, base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Puts a run on the
Now
board
batting,
and picks up
catcher,
an RBI.
Gabriel
I don't know how
Moreno.
he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
At the plate, Gabriel Moreno. There goes the runner. Throw to second, out at second. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
Now
Tigers,
it's the switch hitting
right
outfield.
fielder,
Wenzel Perez.
Perez.
That missed by
2
a
and
lot.
1.
2-1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game. And next up for the Tigers, Anthony Volpe. That one in the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike. Grounder off the pitcher. And he's safe at first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And the batter now, Jake Rogers. Varsho makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So the batting order turns over, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Jacob Young. Volpe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's in there.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next offering upstairs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Up the middle, Jimenez. They get the force, and that is that. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Tony Gonsolin.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
And it's fouled away. In the air, left side. Green turns to the right on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 out. 2 down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Digging in, Lawrence Butler. Gonsolin turns, fires. Out to center. Young under it. And that is that. And we're back,
Leading
ready
off
to go for the last
Tigers,
half of the inning.
second
Stepping in,
baseman,
Colt
Colt
Heath.
Heath.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So up next,
Now
Riley
batting,
Green.
left fielder, Riley Green.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting, first
2 out, space is
baseman,
empty.
Luke
Now at the plate, Luke
Raley.
Raley. 2 out, space is empty.
That's the ball down.
High fly ball out to left field. Yelich should have it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Second game
Leading
of the
off for the Blue
ALCS.
Jays, first
And now for the
baseman,
Jays, Bryce
Harper.
Harper. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting,
Here's some
designated
real
hitter
power at
Anthony
the plate.
Santander.
Anthony Santander. That's down
That's
and
the
in.
ball.
Gonsolin checks the runner.
Hey.
Harper's back on a dive.
See ya. 2-2.
Ground ball could be 2. To second for 1, and it's over his head. Now second and third, and nobody out. And now it's
Now
Christian
batting, left
Yelich.
fielder Christian
I wouldn't expect
Yelich.
many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the grab, and that is a big first out.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just
Now batting,
missed it.
third
I know he
baseman,
wanted to do some
David
damage.
Fry.
Next guy will have to pick him up.
Swing and a miss. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold off if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's
Now
mound as
batting,
well, and the
center
rest of the
fielder,
infield
Dalton Varsho.
start to puddle up a little bit.
Two on, 2 outs. Missing
ball.
inside, 2 balls and a strike. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the
Leading off for
5th,
the
and now the
Tigers,
DH, Juan
designated
Yepes.
hitter, Juan Yepes.
And that's
That's the
outside, and the count's even at 2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. And up
Now
next for
batting,
Detroit,
third
Yohan
baseman,
Moncada.
Yohan
1 out, base is empty.
Moncada.
That misses.
That's the ball.
Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in a count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And there's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. And now the right fielder, Winslow Perez.
Right fielder, Winslow Perez.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Awesome play there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back at Comerica Park. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
On the ground. On the run, throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done. And stepping in is the speedy Mason Wynn. That one missed. 2-1. Out there to center. Young on his way in. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, right
and
fielder,
next for Toronto,
Lawrence
Butler.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Ginkel.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 38, Kevin Ginkel.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Jake Rogers.
Catcher, Jake
And Chris,
Rogers.
his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Outside low, and it's 2-2. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Jacob Young up now for the Tigers. And that's in for a strike. 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
Varsho makes the play, and there's 2 down.
Now
2 down, base is empty.
second baseman
Cole Keith up now for the Tigers. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one ripped. Varsho on the move. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Grant Curda.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here. So we'll see how it works out.
Bryce Harper to the
Leading off
plate.
for Toronto, first baseman Bryce Harper.
Hard hit left side. Slings it across. 1 up, 1 down. So now here's the DH, Anthony Santander. 1 down, base is empty.
So with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
That's a little bit low. And that's through there for a strike. And now 3-2.
Full count.
And there's a base hit to the left. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Corrals it. 2 away now. Here's the third baseman, David Fry.
Full count.
In the dirt, blocked. Two outs. And they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Green sizes this one up. Brings it in. And that'll do it.
Now pitching for Toronto.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Porter Hodge.
Porter Hodge.
Now it's the
Leading off
DH,
for the
Juan
Tigers,
Yepes.
designated hitter, Juan Yepes.
That one fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Yoan Moncada up now for the Tigers.
Now batting, third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one well upstairs. And that's ball 3. That's hard hit in the line. Makes the grab. 2 down.
It was all over
Now
that
batting,
fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 down, nobody on. Almost got him.
That's down. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2. And down on strikes he goes. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3.
Now pitching
Welcome
for
back,
the
and a new
Tigers.
arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Jesus
38.
Tinoco.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the center
Leading off
fielder,
for
Dalton
Toronto,
Varsho.
center fielder,
You talk
Dalton
about elite
Varsho.
defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Outside low, and a count 2-1. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. This one high in the air to left center. Green makes the catch. 1 away. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Blue Jays.
Catcher Gabriel Moreno.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a slider, and there's 2 gone. 2
Now
out,
batting,
space is empty.
second baseman,
Next to hit,
Andres
Andres Jimenez. The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Good eye in that spot. Chop to first. Raley. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Detroit, and now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, these Tigers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The next offering misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Matt Strong.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. Well struck right field. That's back there. At the wall. Can't move the catch, but I think he brought it back. And boom goes the dynamite. Back to the top of the order. Jacob Young up now for the Tigers. Hit in the air out to center field. Squeezes it, and there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Colt Keith.
This is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Now fly ball to right center. Varsho makes his way towards it, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And next to hit for Detroit, Riley Green. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hit in the air, left field. And makes the grab. And the inning is over.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Alex Lang.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And now, Lawrence Butler. Runner on the go. This one in the dirt. Safe at second, and that was not close. Next pitch is outside. On a line, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
One on, nobody out, a run in here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch.
Now
so up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. Man at second. And now 1 and 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Ground ball left side, and it stays fair. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 6-3.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the
runner takes off. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Clearly see the ball very well in this one. Just a solid swing right there.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Robert Suarez.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Runners in the corners here, 1 away. Now the third baseman, David Fry. Next offering is foul back. Two on, 1 out. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Young gets under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they lead by 4. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Throw over to first. Yelich dives back in. Here's a 1-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Young. He's there. He's got it. And that's the third out. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Mason Miller. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley.
First baseman, Luke Raley.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swings and misses, struck him out. He's 2 outs away.
Now batting,
Juan Yepes getting ready to hit.
Juan Yepes.
Hard hit, right side. Jimenez throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. So it's their last chance in this one. And next up for the Tigers, Yoan Moncada.
Yoan Moncada.
And that one is downstairs. 2-1.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The Tigers down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we can lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
(7-3) is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Well, the Jays were determined to go back home with the tie series. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats, they scored 7 runs on 13 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 8 times. When Harper Yelich hit doubles, Moreno hits a home run, Butler, Santander, Moreno, Varsho, Yelich, and Fry get the RBIs. Mason Lynn gets a stolen base. And for the pitching, Bowden Francis gets his win. And as a team, they give up 3 runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 11. And with the series win, Toronto ties the series up at 1 game apiece. And on the NL side, San Diego leads 2-1 against LA. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game as the series heads to Toronto for Game 3 of the ALCS between the Blue Jays and the Tigers.